fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Breeze now on first down. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. It's Lawlett off play action. Little razzle-dazzle by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Lawlett to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Easy, kill. Set. 21.
Breeze now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target. And now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Coming off play action, Lauletta. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there at 22. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Lucky 56.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A toss out to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, he wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now Lawletta on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a play fake, and it's Lawletta. That is caught at the 10-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Jonathan Stewart in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Leopard!
Again, it's Barkley, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Walletta, he'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And now running right through it. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Here's a give to Barkley, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Walletta. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff to Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, here we go.
Here's Walletta now on 2nd. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Walletta. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
95-56. Kill. Under. 21. 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And Thomas has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
Good set. Ready, my check.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lawletta. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, yellow lady. Here we go. Slow down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 42 yards. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready. Got it. Waiting.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Easy. Whoa. 5-5. Reset.
Now Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Breeze going to sneak it, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now it's Ginn. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Camaro. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eli Harold. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
36. Ready. You're good. Waiting. Ready.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Easy. Ready. Yellow lady. 36. 21.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
5-8. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. Two. Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
There goes Sterling Shepard. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.